Uh-oh. Hello, people. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm going to say this. Uh-oh. Someone's on the naughty list. Uh-oh. Mayor Paul COOGEN has got something to hide if he's vetoing the city council investigation with the police department. So he's got something to hide. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. COOGEN's going to be on a naughty list next year for Santa. Oh, my God. He vetoed the city council resolution. Wow. I'm not impressed. Hey, I'm not impressed. I'll tell you that with this. Okay. I mean, if he's vetoing this, he has got something to hide. Believe it or not. And I am going to pull up Fall River Reporter's article. Yay! Here we go. Nice. Oh. Oh, boy. This is crazy. I got the Bobby Kudo show on, too, and all. Ah, boy. Yep, right there. Got it. Yes. So I am going to be talking about this. This should be good. Wow. Wow. Congratulations, Mayor Paul COOGEN. You vetoed the city council resolution. Wow. The investigation into the police department. Wow. So Mayor Paul COOGEN has got something to hide, people. Got something to hide. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing how he vetoed that whole entire thing. That is amazing. That I never seen anything like that one before. Vetoing the resolution that the Councilor Christopher Peckham put out there to investigate the police department. Wow. Ain't that amazing? Wow. Wow, Mr. COOGEN, you just earned yourself a recall. Okay? And I'll tell you one thing, sir. I mean, wow. I never seen that one before, this veto thing. I've heard about it, from presidents. I've heard about it from some presidents, but not from a mayor of the city of Fall River. I mean, this is amazing hearing this. Vetoing the city council, Christopher Peckham, the one that, and Cliff Ponte, the ones that put that, the resolution out there. Okay, that resolution passed 7-0. Right? It did. That resolution passed 7-0. Okay. Wow. Mr. Mayor Paul COOGEN's got something to hide, I'll tell you. Yeah, he does. He's got something. He's got something to hide. He's got quite the skeleton mood in his closet, I'll tell you.
I said he's got quite the skeleton load in his closet.
Yep, quite the skeleton mode in his closet. Wow.
You know what? I'm just gonna say he has quite a lot of of skeletons.
Wow.
In his closet.
He's got a lot of skeletons in his closet.
He must have a really big skeleton in his closet.
He must have at least 20 skeletons in his closet if he's over there vetoing the resolution of the city council that put in place for that investigation. Wow. Ain't that something? Wow. Wow. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. This guy's got a lot of skeletons in his closet. And I'll tell you, that those skeletons that he has in his closet, they're all gonna fall out, believe it or not. Wow. I mean, I've heard of presidents vetoing stuff. But this is the first time I ever heard this. I never ever heard a mayor of Fall River vetoing a resolution like this guy did. Never heard that. This is impressed hearing this. And especially coming from Mayor Paul COOGEN, believe it or not. Okay? Especially coming from him. Well, of all people. All right? Of all people. I mean, holy mackerel. Wow. I mean, I never heard of anything like that. You know what I'm saying? From a mayor vetoing a resolution. I mean, when you veto a resolution that a city official put in place, you definitely got something to hide. Okay? That is a definitely. Okay? That is a total definitely something to hide. Okay? I mean, look at it. Outstanding. Okay? Outstanding. I mean, as soon as I looked at the Fall River Reporter's article, I was like, wow, check this guy out. Vetoing a resolution that City Council Chris Peckham put in and Cliff Ponte put in. Okay? Wow. So, again, what is the mayor hiding by vetoing that? Okay? Maybe they should be looking into the mayor's office. Okay? They should be looking into the mayor's office because he's got something to hide. Okay? Totally something to hide. It's crazy. Okay? It is. Wow. It is totally unbelievable. Okay? When you start vetoing a resolution, you got something to hide. This dude has got something to hide. Okay? And you know something? And all that, and you know something? And it's all going to come out in the wash in the long run. Okay? You know something? Mr. COOGEN, you may pulled off that resolution, that veto, that resolution. But let me tell you something right now. The Lord saw it. And you know something? The Lord saw it. God saw it. And you know something? That investigation into the police department, okay, should be, that should have been, okay, vetoing something like that is wrong, okay? That shows that you have something to hide, Mr. Mayor, okay? You have something to hide. Okay? You have something to hide. Vetoing. Wow. I never saw that come from a mayor in my whole entire life. I've seen it come from, honestly, I've seen it come from presidents, but never from a mayor. I don't even know if you can do that. Believe it or not. I don't know. I don't even know if you can. That is nuts. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if a mayor can veto something like that. You know, maybe I need to do some research on that because vetoing something like that, this is local election. This is not president or state. This is crazy. Vetoing something like that. Wow. I never heard of that one before. So I'm wondering, if a mayor can do that. But I doubt it. Okay? I doubt it if he can, because this is the first time I ever heard of a mayor of all my life, of every mayor that I've known, like Carlton Viveris, Ed Lambert, Bob Correa, Jazel Correa. Never heard a veto come out of their mouth. This is the first time in history that I ever heard a veto come out of COOGEN's mouth. Okay? Wow, Mr. COOGEN, I think, sir, you're an upstanding citizen. Okay? Corrupt politician, you're an upstanding citizen. And not. So, wow. Unbelievable, man. Crazy. Seeing this. Wow. This really kind of like shocked me. Seeing a mayor of Fall River vetoing a city council's resolution. Wow. Very upstanding. Wow. So, Mr. Mayor, I think you got something to hide, brother. I mean, we don't know what it is yet, but we will find out. You have something to hide. You have skeletons in your closet, dude. Wow. You just earned yourself a recall. Wow. Outstanding. Man, and you call yourself a mayor? Wow. I mean, you worked with the school department, you got a pension, okay? Now you're a mayor of the city of Fall River. Now you're on a school department, okay? So that's 3 pensions, okay? 3 whole pensions, believe it or not, okay? 3 pensions, and you have the actual nerve, okay, to veto the city councilor Cliff Ponte and Peckham's resolution to not to investigate the police. Wow. And I thought you were an upstanding citizen. You're not, dude. You're not, bro. I mean, it's doing that instead of letting the city councilors, instead of letting the investigation go through, you have to go and veto it. Wow. You think that you think that you're above the law, and you're not. Okay? You're not above the law, Mr. COOGEN, at all. Okay? Again, I cannot wait for this recall to happen. Because and it's you seem like you block everything. Okay? You seem like you're above the law and you block everything. And you're not above the law. Okay? At all. Okay? The Gabriel House fire. Okay? Oh, I'm just a principal. Oh, I'm just a principal. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about the fire department. So why are you a mayor of City of Fall River if you don't know nothing about the fire department? Oh, such an upstanding, man. Wow. If I would have known that you were going to do all this, I would have never voted for you. Okay? I would have never. Okay? Never voted. You know, you made a lot of promises to us. And every promise that you made, you broke them all. So just so that way you can become the mayor of the City of Fall River. You broke every single promise that you ever made. Right? Wow. Outstanding. Mr. COOGEN, I thought you were better than that. You know what I'm saying? But vetoing a resolution like this, instead of letting the investigation go through. Wow. Great. Oh my God. I never heard of a mayor vetoing any of this in my whole entire life. I never heard of it. I mean, of all the mayors in the City of Fall River I've known since I was a kid growing up, I never heard of a mayor vetoing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Never heard of that. I've always thought it would always come from a president, but not from a mayor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is like, whoa, veto. Well, guess what, Mr. Mayor? You know what? You must have some skeletons in your closet, dude. And I'll tell you, Christmas is coming around the corner. And I'll tell you, Santa's not going to be happy. I'll tell you that. Just, you know what I mean? Just let the investigation ride out. You know what I'm saying? Let the investigation go. But you had to veto the you had to veto it. So that's telling us that you have something to hide. Wow. That is amazing. Vetoing it. Mr. Mayor, I thought you were an upstanding guy. You know what I'm saying? You know? But you're not above the law. Nobody is. Okay? Nobody's above the law. Not even politicians. And this is why we hold you accountable. We hold police officers accountable too. We need transparency. That's what we need. And you know something? And you don't want to give us that transparency. Okay? All you want to do is raise taxes, raise water taxes and everything. Okay? Rainwater tax. All you do is want to raise, and raise the budget all the time. Okay? What about the civil service that the city council wants to be put that in place? What about that? Okay? What about the forensic audit that Michael Roderick says that he does not want? So that means he's got skeletons in his closet too as well. Okay? He's got skeletons in his closet. Okay? Cal Fiole's got skeletons in her closet. Okay? You people got something to hide, and you don't. You people got something to hide. Wow. And you people are supposed to represent us. Wow. Unbelievable. State Senator Rodriguez, Mayor Paul COOGEN, Cal Viola, some of the city councilors, Sean Kadeem, he's supposed to represent us. I mean, you people, the only city councilors I see representing us is Christopher Peckham, Cliff Ponte, man, Michelle Dion. Them are the only ones I see representing us. You people and the rest of you are all snakes in the grass. So I cannot wait for the recall to come up because I will be involved with it. And I will be signing the recall paper. Snake in the grass. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, forward reporter caught that. You know, and I'm going to tell you, you know, CJ and Chip, I mean, I'm sure that they're going to have something to say about this too. It's crazy how all this is all this is all of a sudden now, big veto. Oh, veto the resolution that Christopher Peckham and Cliff Ponte put in place. Because they wanted this investigation to get done. Wow. Unbelievable, man. And I thought you were an upstanding an upstanding person. Well, I guess I was wrong. You're not an upstanding person. You're just corrupt. That's all you are. I mean, come on. The investigation into the police department, you know, hey, all right, investigate, and that's it. Oh, so, and you had to go and veto the whole entire thing. So you had to make it worse for everybody. Wow. Great job of vetoing it. Yeah, make it harder for people not to do their job. Because that's what you do best. Huh? No, make it harder for people to do their job. Make it harder for the city councilors to do their job. Right? Wow, great. Now the city council put a resolution in, and you to have the to investigate, and you went over there, Mr. COOGEN, and veto it. So what do you have to hide? I don't understand. What do you have to hide? You have something to hide. You got skeletons in your closet, and they're gonna come out sooner or later. This is a joke. Okay? And I tell you one thing, though, CJ Ferry and Chip, I'm sure they're not going to be happy when they find out, oh, Mr. COOGEN over here vetoed the city council's resolution. Because he don't want to hear it. That's his problem. His problem, he don't want to hear it. Oh, so, no, wait a second. Our opinion don't matter. Hey, wait a second. Our opinions don't matter. Oh. Kings? I thought no kings. happened with that? Maybe we should have an old king protest down there at the city hall because Mayor Paul COOGEN thinks he's the king, and he's not the king. And he's not above the law. This is bull. Let the investigation go through. God. Wow. Unbelievable. You're making it worse for the people. You're making it worse. Okay, Michael Rodriguez, Carol Viola, all these things that are going on, okay? Carol Viola with her daughter putting her on top of the food chain into the detective's office. Instead of starting from the bottom. Corruption, automatically. Mayor Paul COOGEN vetoes the whole thing and stops the whole entire investigation. Wow! I thought no kings. Wow, maybe we should have a no king protest down at the city hall. Maybe we should. Holy tamale. Woo! God. Wow. This guy thinks he's the king. This guy thinks he's above the law. Thinks that, oh, our voices don't matter. Our voices do matter. People matter. No, people matter. It's too early. People matter. We matter. We are, remember, okay? You work for us. We don't work for you. Oh, I used to work for the school department. I don't know anything about the fire department. Really? Wow. That's amazing. Oh. I'm the mayor of the city of Fall River. I can stop everything. Yeah? Well, you know what? You're not above the law, Mr. COOGEN. You're not. Okay? You're not above the law at all. Okay? You're not. No politician's above the law. Okay? At all. Nobody is. Mr. COOGEN, you're not above the law at all. You're nothing. Okay? You're just the mayor of the city of Fall River. You're not above the law. So that's why I'm glad that recall is in place. Because you know what? Because I'm going to be the first one to sign that recall paper. I'm going to be the first one to sign it. And I'm going to be the first one to stand there and tell you you're not above the law. Okay? You're not above the law. No politician is. Nobody is. Okay? Wow, that is amazing. I never heard of a mayor vetoing. Okay? Never heard of a mayor vetoing at all. Never. This is the first time I ever heard of this. I had to come on. I'll be honest, I had to come on and have a good laugh. Okay? Because I needed that. I wanted that good laugh. Okay? Because this guy's a joke. Okay? He's a joke. Okay? Okay? All this money he makes, okay, off the taxpayers, okay? And he, instead of saying, hey, look, I don't want nothing to do with this investigation, okay? I'm going to let the investigation play out. He should have just let the investigation play out. Instead of saying, well, I'm going to play the good guy. I'm going to play the good mayor of Fall River and say, I'm going to veto it. Now, if I was the mayor of the city of Fall River and there was an investigation, okay, and into the department, the police department, I'm not going to stick my nose in it, okay? I'm going to let the investigation play out. If the city council filed that resolution, I'm going to let it play out. I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to veto it. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I let the investigation play out. Okay? Whatever comes out of that investigation, it is what it is. I would never, in my whole entire life, if I was the mayor of the city of Florida, I would never ever stick my nose into something like that. Okay? Because it wouldn't be my place to do so. I would let the whole entire investigation play out. That is crazy. That is nuts. Wow. That is not. It is though. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's it's unheard of. It's unheard of. Okay, vetoing somebody is unheard. Vetoing like that. I never heard of a mayor doing that. I mean, can a mayor do that? I mean, it's. Yeah, I mean, can a mayor do it? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's unheard of. Ed Lambert, Bob Correa, Jason Correa, of all the mayors that I've met throughout my years, this is the first time. Okay, this is the first time. It is. It's the first time I heard something about a veto. Okay, this is the first time. I never heard that. Can the mayor of the city of Fall River do that? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But now, since he vetoed that, maybe I think the FBI, I think they should be investigating his office. Okay? Okay, because this guy's got something to hide. They should be looking into all his paperwork and stuff and all the finances and everything. Okay? Because this dude has got something to hide. Okay? This dude has something to hide. Okay? All right? I never ever seen anything like this in my whole entire life. Never. Wow. That is the craziest thing I ever saw. No, I didn't. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, vetoing like this is a crazy thing. Okay, I mean it's totally nuts. Okay, you know, what goes through people's minds, what goes through the taxpayers' minds. Okay, yeah, he's got something to hide. Now, if he didn't veto it, then we would say, okay, well, you know what? Hey, at least he's letting the investigation go through. But no, he's not letting the investigation go through. Okay, he's not. So that tells us that he's got something. He's got something up his sleeve. He's got something. He's got skeletons in his closet. We don't know what it is, but let me tell you something right now. Through all this stuff that he has put us through, all those skeletons are going to fall out of his closet. All of them. Wow, that is it. That's amazing. That's so amazing. That is, I mean, it is. If anybody's got something to say about what I just, talked about just now, leave a comment. I mean, I would love to hear from anybody. You know what I'm saying, if they want to comment, leave a comment. I'll post it. I'll put your comment up there. I mean, I noticed somebody popping in and on and off over here. So, because I see one all the time. Every once in a while I see it. So if you want, come on. But I want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. So I mean, that's crazy, man. Wow. So I mean, it is a crazy, because I never heard a mayor vetoing, okay, something like this. And And matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up right now, and I want to know if it's if a mayor can do that, because I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, let me see here. Hold on here. Resolution. Oh, all right. Well, according to my calculations, according to ChatGPT, yes, a mayor can veto a resolution, but it depends on the type of resolution and the role of that specific city. So, general rules in the most of the U.S. cities with a strong mayor system, the mayor can veto an ordinance of a law resolution that has a legal or financial impact. The city council can usually override the veto with a simple majority vote, often 2 to 3. So yeah, I mean, I just looked it up. So it's important to distractions is not all resolutions are the same. One beginning resolution can be vetoed. Approve budget, authorize contracts, set policies. These usually can be vetoed because they affect how the city operates. Two, non bidding resolutions usually not vetoed. Statements of operations, uh, ceremonies, recognition, request of symbolic action. These often cannot be vetoed because they don't create laws in Massachusetts, like Fall River. Under Massachusetts City Charter, okay, mayors generally do have a veto power over over council's votes, included many resolutions. Uh, the council can override with a 2 to 3 vote. They can do that. So yeah, I mean, they can, but let's see. Resolution investigation into the Fall River Police Department. Okay, short answer. Usually yes, but it depends on the type of resolution. Usually yes. Usually, it's not all the time. Depend on the type of resolution and the city charter. Here is how it works, especially in a place like Fall River. One, can the mayor veto a resolution in Massachusetts cities, including Fall River? The mayor can veto actions passed by the city council. That includes ordinance laws or orders, resolutions, depending on their effects. But on all resolutions are treated the same. Two biggest distractions. What kind of resolution? A simple systolic resolution. Example, we support an investigation into the police department. They are often non-binding. Sometimes no veto is needed because they don't actually do anything legal. B, resolutions that trigger action. Example, ordinance, an official investigation, authorized funding, hiring outside investigations. These can be vetoed by the mayor. 3, special situations, investigating the police. This gets more complicated. The mayor is typically the executive authority over the police department. So the council can request or recommend an investigation, but the mayor may have control over whether the actual is happened, especially if it is involving internal investigation, police chief authority, budgets, spending, and the city council pass something that forces action or depending, mayors can veto. 4, can the city council override the veto? Yes, they can. The city council can definitely override that veto in Fall River. The city council can override a mayoral veto with a 2 to 3 vote. If it gets enough votes, the resolution still goes through. Bottom line, a mayor can veto a resolution if it has a legal financial impact. Purely symbolic resolution may not require a veto. The city council can override a veto with enough votes. Like I said, 2 to 3 vote. They can override it. You can tell me the exact resolution by the city council, Peckham and Ponte. I can break it down whether that specific one could be veto or not. Yes. Got it. Let's walk through the specific situations with the resolution involving Fall River and the police investigation. Okay. What likely matters about this resolution? You mentioned resolution by councilor like Peckham and Ponte about investigating the police department. There are 3 possibilities. Type is could be one requesting or calling for an investigation. Example: the city council requests an investigation into the Fall River Police Department. This is a non-binding. It doesn't not force action. It is basically a formal statement. Mayor usually does not need to veto this because it does not actually do anything legally. So, on the other hand, the mayor of the city of Fall River can't he can't veto it. Okay, he cannot. Okay, veto the situation because this is the council ordered an independent investigation. This is where things change. They try to create real action. Mayor can veto this because it's a yes or a no thing. You know, there's some things that the mayor can't do. Okay, there's yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Because there is different resolutions. Okay, there is different resolutions. So and to interfere with the executive authority, police oversight, if many requires coordination with the department. 3, funding or hiring investigators. hiring outside investigators, depending on the city money. This is the strongest case. Mayor can't veto this 100% because, let's see here, it's involving budgets, authorities that clearly executive powers. So, yeah, so it's a yes, it's a no. I mean, it's up here, it's down here. You know, it's up here, it's down here. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. It all depends on what's being investigated. The city council is not directly control of the police operations. So, if a council passes a resolution, the mayor can veto it or simply control whether it is actually carried out. If it is advisory, whether it happens after a veto, to the city council can fight it back, but they need 2 to 3 votes to override if they get that into that resolution stance. But even if the enforcement can still get tricky depending on what it is asked. So yeah, I mean, it's an up and down thing. You know what I'm saying? It's an up and down thing. There's some things that the mayor can't do. There is some mayors that the mayor can't do, but the city council can override that 2 to 3 vote. I mean, if they get enough votes, they can override that. So, but anyways, man, but this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, if I was the mayor of the city of Fall River, I would let this investigation go through. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because maybe he's afraid that the internal affairs might get involved, and start investigating cops or something. Maybe the investigation might include him. Okay, so what is he afraid of? You know what I'm saying, what is he afraid of? That the investigation might include the mayor? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is he afraid of? You know what I'm saying? What has he got to hide? That is the biggest thing. Okay. Maybe we should be looking into his finance and stuff too. Okay. Let's investigate his finance. Okay. Maybe we should get the FBI involved to investigate his finance. Okay. Since he likes to veto things so much. Okay. So maybe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the FBI involved with him. Let the FBI investigate him, just like they investigated Jazel. Okay, and look what they found on Jazel. Okay, so I mean, let's start investigating finance. Why is he always raising the budget? Okay, all the time. Why is he why is property taxes keep going up all the time? Why is the rainwater fee always involved all the time? Why? Okay, that rainwater fee should have been gone kaput a long time ago. Okay, I mean, that should have been gone a long time ago. Come on, I mean, there is something dirty going on in the city hall, and everybody's a hush hush and shut up kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hush hush shut up kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Kind of strange that Mayor Paul COOGEN vetoed this investigation into the department. Right? So it's kind of funny. So, that he's done this. I mean, it's not the only time he's done things. He's done things in the school department too as well. Okay. I mean, look at the superintendent. I mean, she didn't get fired, but she was let go because of the contract. You know what I'm saying? Now we got several lawsuits against the city of Fall River. Several. Not just one. We have several lawsuits. Just to remind you, several lawsuits against the city of Fall River. Know why? Because of him. This joker right here. Okay? You know? I mean, you know what, my opinion, I don't even think he knows how to do anything right. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs to retire altogether. Okay? So I think he needs to retire altogether. I don't think he knows how to do anything right. But I mean, it's, you know, being a mayor is easy. Okay, being a president is not. Okay, being a city councilor, all you do is just sit in a chair and go all day long. So, and file resolutions and pass out citations and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, for the past couple of years, I've learned a lot from politics. I've learned a lot how it works, what it does, and what it doesn't do. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot. And I've learned a lot from past mayors, future mayors, and everything else and stuff. And let me tell you, I will still be learning more about what is what and you know is going on between government. You know what I'm saying? Because government, it is the dirtiest thing in the world to get into. It is. It's done. I mean, you know, they fight over money. They fight over things that that probably don't even matter to them. Okay, that don't even matter. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of butt kissing. Okay, in politics, there is. I mean, I saw that firsthand. Okay, but this guy here, Mr. COOGEN, oh, I mean, I thought he was a awesome guy, but you know what? He's all these promises. I've held signs and everything else. I mean, I would never hold another sign for this guy again, ever. Okay, after what I just saw, I would never hold another sign. Let's do it again. Okay, I mean, we got Michael Rodriguez, even Michelle, Wu, Boston, man. She's just as bad. I think him and her should get together. Who's worse? Here, Governor Moore Healy. Who's worse? Her or Mayor Wu or Mayor Paul COOGEN? Who's worse? I mean, the potholes in the street, okay? My electric bike, I have a flat tire because of it. You think I want to sue? Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? So I get my money to fix my bike. Okay? My e-bike. Okay? Okay? Because the potholes that Mayor COOGEN did not fix. Okay? All right? Messed up my back tire on my bike. Okay? I have a flat tire on my bike. Okay? Because he did not fix the potholes. So maybe when I fix the tire on my bike, maybe I should send him the bill so that way he can pay me. But according to the budget, I'll probably be waiting for years. I'll be 105 before I get my money. So is it worth it? No, it's not. Wow, this is a something. But anyways, no, I came on because I had something to say about this. Okay, that's why I came on. But anyways, I have to go because I have to get up tomorrow. So, and Just remember, like C.J. Ferry would say in Chip, hold your politicians accountable. Because I'm going to tell you, if the politicians did not change now, they will never. Same thing with the school department. So look how many mayors we recalled in the past. Look it up. Look it up. Flanagan, Sam Sutter, and now Mayor Paul COOGEN. Jazel Correa too. So sometimes they are one-term mayor. But this guy here, he thinks he's above the law. Oh, I can go and veto. I can veto this. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's above the law, this dude. Okay? Yeah, this dude thinks he's above the law. Nobody's above the law. No politician's above the law. Okay? Not even police officers, they're above the law. We hold them accountable too. No politician. City councilors, mayor, president, Congress, no politician. Representatives of the House, nobody's above the law. So like I said, you have something hiding there, Mr. COOGEN, in your closet. Your closet. You have something hiding. You have skeletons in your closet, Mr. COOGEN. Wow. Just because of an investigation. So you veto the damn police investigation. You stuck your nose where it didn't belong. Your nose must be growing. Your nose must be growing, Mr. COOGEN. I shouldn't call you Mr. COOGEN. I call you Pinocchio because your nose must be growing. Outstanding. Wow. Well, that's all I had to say today. But anyway, have a good night, everyone. I am going to go watch some TV. That's all I have to say about this clown. Bye now. Have a good night. And this is Dave Mead, Forward Media News. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So have a great night.